Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. We stay to stay with Polly. Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, catching up with Clemson's head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the running back has it. He's past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Just have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. Lowers those pads. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's a really nice job executing by this offense. Third down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a first and goal for this offense.
Right side, it's Thomas. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll try the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. On the delay, it's Davidson. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Direct snap. He's got enough. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Makes the catch. It's Riles. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Quarterback changing the play. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Right on target this time. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out wide right, it's Chroma. Touchdown, Noles! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burrows. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Enough to move the chains. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. There he goes. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Clemson calls its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Hits inside, it's Singleton. Turning it on! Got the first down. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
And those sting for this team. I'll tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Davidson. Might have a chance. The 50. The 40. Still on his feet. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Clemson!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he surges up to the 36 yard line, and they'll move the chain. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Wild. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Singleton. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? To the air, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. And it'll be down right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moving to his left. Caught on the left side by Wesco. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Delay to the back. It's Johnson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Right side, it's Brown. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this offense continues to flex on this defense. Last drive, man, it was the big play, right? The explosive plays that led to the touchdown. Now, man, they're sustaining the drive. They're showing you balance, really doing a good job of checking all the boxes in all the situations.
Out wide left, it's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Finds space, it's Johnson. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Arizona State in their matchup against the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Sun Devils in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side, it's Moore. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's second and long. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Now on the counter. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Keep it on the ground. They put the brakes on it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Gonna run it. It's Davidson.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Wesco. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll try the right side. See some running room. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Running through contact. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Here we go, ready? 15, let's go!
Quick give. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Here we go. Ready. Bubba. Go. Still go.
Rides to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Look out! And down he goes.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
You can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion set.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to throw it deep. And he makes the catch, but just a hair. Back of the end zone, it'll be incomplete. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Across the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Got a little space. Got the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep
up with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's Davidson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. They give it back to him. Runs through a tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Handoff to the single running back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on 4th down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.